Build wealth by paying yourself first. Robert Kiyosaki. From the moment you hear the phrase pay yourself first, something inside you shifts. You wake before sunrise, heart humming with possibility. You slide out of bed, feet touching the cool floor, and you carry the principle like a torch into the quiet house. No longer will every dollar chase expenses, debts, or the whims of the moment. Instead, before rent, before payroll, before a single bill is paid, you will secure your future. In those first days, you treat this idea as sacred. You open your business ledger and your personal bank account side by side. You draw a line. Every month, a fixed percentage of revenue and of your salary flows directly into investments, savings, or retirement accounts. You label it, pay yourself first. You breathe deeply. For the first time, money serves you, not the other way around. The first week is exhilarating. You wire funds into a high-interest savings account. You set up automated contributions to a retirement plan and to a brokerage account. You feel the thrill of compounding, like watching a tiny ember glow brighter each time you feed it. You imagine that ember becoming an inferno of wealth, enough to fuel your dreams, expanding your business, supporting your family. Giving back by week 2, challenges emerge. Your utility bills arrive. A client asks for a discount. You feel the old urge to pinch pennies by shrinking your pay-yourself allotment, but you resist. You remember Robert Kiyosaki's words. Wealth flows to those who honor themselves. First, you keep your promises. You let expenses tighten around what remains, and you learn to say no to anything that doesn't align with your wealth-building plan. In week 3, you notice a change in your mindset. Money no longer feels scarce. You track your expenses more closely, fixed costs, variable costs, discretionary spending, with compassionate curiosity rather than fear. You journal nightly. What did I spend on lunches? Did I skip that gym membership? And save. How did I feel when I saw my automatic transfer go through? You notice peace where anxiety once ruled. At the end of the first month, you celebrate a milestone. You've paid yourself first 4 times without fail. You transfer the cushion from your high-yield account into a diversified mix of index funds and rental property down payment savings. You log into your brokerage and watch the numbers tick upward. You feel pride, not from a sale or a new contract, but from honoring your commitment. Month 2 brings ambition. You explore real estate crowdfunding platforms. You learn about dividend-paying stocks. You meet an old friend who runs a successful small firm and asks about your habit. You share the principle. Before everything else, pay yourself. His eyes light up. He enrolls in your system. You realize you're not just building wealth, you're building a community of disciplined investors. Midway through month 2, you face a hiccup, a surprise expense. Your car needs repairs. You could raid your pay-yourself funds, but instead you tap the sinking fund you set up for emergencies. You see the wisdom of Kiyosaki's advice. Paying yourself builds not only wealth, but resilience. You fix the car, refill the sinking fund, and leave your investment contributions untouched. Your faith in the system deepens. As spring approaches, month 3 unfolds with steady progress. You automate cash flow so that every client payment triggers proportional contributions. 10% to your savings, 5% to a retirement account, 5% to investments. Your business bank account holds exactly what it needs to operate. The rest moves toward your future. You feel lighter, more focused. Money matters no longer distract you from service, innovation, or growth. In month 4, you dive into education. You read Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, then devour books on behavioral finance and tax strategy. You join an investor meet and learn about tax-advantaged accounts for small business owners. You implement a SEP IRA for yourself and your employees, aligning the team around the principle of paying themselves first. You witness Moreland savings balances grow. Halfway through month 4, you track your net worth for the first time. You list assets, cash, investments, property, and subtract liabilities, loans, credit card balances. The number surprises you, positive and climbing. For the first time, you're not just revenue-focused, you're wealth-focused. You celebrate with a modest dinner outpaid from your entertainment budget, knowing that the real celebration happens in the numbers. As summer warms the world, in month 5, you encounter a tempting opportunity, a flashy new piece of equipment that promises to boost productivity. Its price tag looms large. Your old self might have stretched to buy it, but you pause. You consult your pay-yourself allocations. You decide to lease it instead, preserving cash flow and your automated contributions. You feel empowered. You choose financial freedom over impulse. Late, in month 5, you mentor a young entrepreneur struggling with cash flow. You share your story, how paying yourself first transformed your business and your personal life. You show her how to set up the automations and the mindset. She stares at her spreadsheet in awe. You realize the ripple effect of this principle. It spreads and magnifies. You feel gratitude for the journeys it unlocks. Month 6 opens with reflection. You schedule a wealth audit day. You review performance, adjust percentages if needed, and ensure your allocations still match your goals. You compare your savings rate to that of top investors. You set a new target. Increase pay yourself from 20% to 25% of revenue in the next quarter. You tighten discretionary expenses, no daily coffee splurges, and you free up the extra funds. By month 7, your investment accounts hum with growth. Dividends roll in. You reinvest them automatically. You explore small rental properties and make an offer on a duplex. You negotiate terms that keep your down payment aligned with your pay-yourself schedule. You win the bid. You move 5% of your monthly contributions into that real estate fund. Your portfolio diversifies further. In the dog days of summer, month 8 tests your resolve. The market wavers. Headlines scream recession risk. You feel a flicker of doubt. But you stay the course. You pay yourself first, exactly as planned. You use market dips to buy more shares with your automated brokerage deposit. You remember Kiyosaki's mantra, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. You smile at the wisdom dot. At the start of month 9, you celebrate the first half of your year of paying yourself first. You review your journey, the habits formed, the emergencies weathered, the lessons learned. You host a small gathering for your team and closest friends. You share your story. You emphasize gratitude for abundance, for discipline, for the people who supported you. And you recommit to the path. In month 10, you launch a new side project, a digital course on personal finance for small business owners. You price it affordably and dedicate a portion of proceeds to reinvest in your own pay, yourself funds. Enrollment grows steadily. You hire a contractor to help with content. You pay them promptly. Another small way of paying yourself first, by respecting everyone's value. Late in month 10, you face a setback. A key client delays payment. You could panic, but your pay-yourself allocations already moved to reserves when the invoice was booked. You cover your own expenses with ease and wait calmly for payment. When it arrives, you thank the client, log the revenue, and maintain your contributions. You've built a buffer that protects both your business and your personal wealth. As autumn paints the leaves in month 11, you explore alternative assets, peer-to-peer lending, small business equity, crowdfunding, and a local impact fund. You allocate a small slice of your monthly contributions to each, eager to learn and diversify. You treat it as an experiment, knowing that pay yourself first creates the runway for these experiments to matter. Month 12 arrives with a sense of ceremony. You set aside a full day for wealth rituals. You review every account. You tally contributions. Your net worth has grown significantly enough to change your life trajectory. But more than the numbers, you notice how your relationship with money has transformed. You feel in control, hopeful, generous. You see wealth, not as an end, but as freedom to choose. On the final day of your year, of paying yourself first, you gather your team for a celebration. You share the story, how a simple shift securing your own future before anything else, catalyzed growth, resilience, and generosity. You announce a new company policy. Every quarter, the company will increase its own pay-first contributions, ensuring continued investment in its own success. As you watch the sunset, you reflect on the journey. You see that paying yourself first is not selfish, it's strategic. It builds confidence, creates options, and honors your work's value. It fuels your ability to innovate, to take smart risks, and to support your community. You realize the true wealth you've built: habits, discipline, and a vision that extends beyond profit. Now imagine the next year. What if you raised that contribution rate again? What if you launched that real estate portfolio, funded by your disciplined deposits? What if you mentored dozens more entrepreneurs to pay themselves first? The possibilities stretch out before you like an open road. Build wealth by paying yourself first. And watch how that single decision reshapes your life, your business, and the world around you.